Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So for April's TBR, I'm going to be using a wheel generator. So on this board here, I have 1 through 30. Each number has its own book title. So I have crossed out the number 1, rock, paper, scissors, number 9, twisted love, number 16, masters of that, and number 2, where the crowd that sing. The second one, where the crowd that sing, is the one that I'm currently reading. So I'm going to be spinning the wheel for 5 times. Let me screen record. So our first pick is verse 6. That is Bride by Ellie Hazelwood. Let me write down which ones. So, our number 1 is Bride. So our second number is number 14. Number 14 is The American Roommate Experiment. Like that. The third number is going to be number 7, Happy Place. This one. Number 7, Happy Place. 2 more to go. We have number 13, Spanish Love Deception. Our last and final book for this month's TBR is going to be number 8, The Curator by Owen King. I've got the books. So the first one is Bride by Ellie Hazelwood. It says that Misery Lark, the only daughter of the most powerful vampire councilman of the Southwest, is an outcast again. Her days of living in anonymity among the humans are over. She has been called upon to uphold the historic peacekeeping alliance between the vampires and their mortal enemies, the Wares, and sees little choice but to surrender herself in exchange. Again. Wares are ruthless and unpredictable, and their alpha, Low Moreland, is no exception. He rules his pack with absolute authority, but not without justice. And unlike the Vampire Council, not without feeling, it's clear from the way he tracks Misery every movement that he doesn't trust her, if only he knew how right he was. Because Misery has her own reasons to agree to this marriage of convenience, reasons that have nothing to do with politics or alliances, and everything to do with the only thing she's ever cared about, and she is willing to do whatever it takes to get back what's hers, even if it means a life alone in rare territory, alone with the wolf. This is my first book by Ellie Hazelwood. I have so high expectations of it, so I'm so excited to read this. So, the next 2 books are by Elena Armas, I think. So, Spanish Love Deception and the American Roommate Experiment. These are my first book also by these authors. So, the Spanish Love Deception is about a wedding in Spain, the most infuriating men. 3 days to convince their family you're actually in love. I've seen this all over BookTok, the OG BookTok, so I'm really looking forward to it. The next book is The American Roommate Experiment. It says, sometimes love just needs a little inspiration. Rosie Graham has a problem, a few actually. First, she quits her well-paid job to focus on her secret career as a romance writer, only to enter a creative slump. Then, the ceiling of her New York apartment falls in. To make matters worse, when she heads to her best friend's apartment, she finds that Lena has already lent the studio to her cousin Lucas, who Rosie has been, for lack of a better word, stalking on Instagram. When Lucas suggests that they share the small space, Rose discovers that he strolls around the place in a towel, has a distracting grin, an irresistible accent, and cooks meals that are just as tempting. Then he learns about Rosie's writer's block and proposes an outrageous idea. He'll take her on a series of experimental dates to reignite her literary muse. The fourth book is The Curator by Owen King. This is also my first book by Owen King. So it's really interesting. At the back it says, at first glance, the world has not changed. The grand hotels, the trams, and the boulevards, the cafes abuzz with conversation. The street kids still play on the two great bridges that divide the city, and the smart set still venture down to the morgue ship for an evening entertainment. Yet it only takes a spark to ignite a revolution. For young Dora, a maid at university, the moment brings liberation. She finds herself walking out with one of the students, Radical Robert, free to investigate what her brother Ambrose may have seen at the Institute research before he died. But it is another establishment that Dora is given to look after. The Museum of the Worker, the strange forgotten edifice, is occupied by waxwork tableaux of miners, nurses, shopkeepers, and other disturbingly lifelike figures. As the revolution and counter-revolution outside unleash force of love, betrayal, magic, and terrifying darkness, Dora searches for the truth behind a mystery that she has long concealed but unravel, a monstrous conspiracy, and brings her to the very edge of worlds. Our last and final book is Happy Place by Emily Henry. So last year I read book Lovers by her, and I loved the story, so I have high expectations of this book. It says Harriet and Win are the perfect couple. They go together like bread and butter, gin and tonic, Blake Lively and Ryan Reynolds. Every year they take a holiday from their lives to drink far too much wine with their favorite people in the world. Except this year, they are lying through their teeth because Harriet and Win broke up 6 months ago, and they still haven't told anyone. But the cottage is for sale, so this is the last time they'll all be here together. They can't bear to break their best friend's heart, so they'll fake it for 1 more week. But how can you pretend to be in love and get away with it in front of the people who know you best? Imagine if they get back together though. Oh my god. Anyways. So, these are the 5 books on my physical TBR for the month of April. This is my first video doing TBR, so I hope it goes well. I never stick to a list, so I hope I'll stick to these. I chose 5, it's not that much, but you know I've just been in a reading slump, so I better take it slow. Anyways, thank you so much for watching, and please subscribe and like this video, and I'll see you next time. Bye!